Right, we found a buoy floating. We thought it was a fad, but it's not attached to anything, so we're gonna see if we can pick her up. Really don't want to drop the gaff over if it is attached to something.
I think it is attached, right?
It looks like it's holding something, eh?
Yeah, it's got a fish on it.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of fish?
A shark or something.
Is this stupid?
Oh,
wow.
Holy shit. Is that a great white?
I don't know, it looks pretty...
Big. Oh. Oh, it's got a fucking cobia on it.
Oh, where's the mad scad, bro?
It has got a cobia on it.
I'm gonna cast that mad scad at it.
Cobia.
It's gonna go run up.
Wind those heavy tackle wheels in.
It's gonna run up the front here, Jace. Is that a cobe?
Yeah.
It is too. Oh! Yep, got him! Got him! Oh, dropped him! Probably worth just sinking a bait down just to give it a shot, eh? Because that's a pretty cool fish. Do you want to grab that? Oh yeah. I saw a gigantic pack of hooks somewhere. Really big shark. Gotta be a big tiger, doesn't it? Jump in. Is it a big tigy? Reckon that's fine like that? The poor thing. Do you reckon that's a long liner or someone in there?
I think it might be a shark or a tiger or a big bully or a big
I can't really tell, he's a bit deep. He's still got the fish with him though.
Did we clear that rope off the back of the boat?
Oh man, he's got it. He's towing like a big shit show. Oh, they've eaten it. Oh, they just come up to eat it, bro. Look at those cobes. It's like they showed interest then for a second. See how he's got this other rope?
Yeah.
You reckon that'll waft? Here we go. Here we go. He's on it. Eat it. See him go out to it? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're on. I need you to go forward though, because we're gonna get on that rope.
You on?
Yeah. We're on, boys. We're on, boys. Here he is. Big cobes, man.
There's another one with him too. Yeah, I'm trying to get you around that point.
Yeah. We are on. Yeah, he's going down.
You're on the other side.
I need you to go around that way.
Yeah.
Oh, but you got the lines out, eh?
That's all right.
Woo! Hope I'm filming, I think I am. Bit of persistence there.
Last cast, very cool.
I think he's coming, if we get him, he's coming in the esky. I've never had to deal with a fight like this though, where it's like you gotta dodge a shark and 2 bits of rope, because the shark's now gone deep. Oh, I can feel something. Yeah, he's over the shark. He's gonna back off. Definite rubbing. Shark's blowing up. Shark's coming at us. We're over it now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I just gotta do it without hitting the float.
Is it easier for you if I'm at the back?
Yeah. I'll get around though, hang on.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to land it from the back anyway.
Yeah. Feels clear. This is pretty cool.
Don't do this every day.
Yeah, we got him out. Maybe just, I'll start making my way back if can pass this rod. Just watch this line angle, because he's gonna try and,
I can't see it.
it's just here, bro.
I'll spin around as you come down.
Where's, oh there.
Hurry.
Yeah, he's here.
Pass the rod to you or something.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yep.
Coming.
Then we'll come to that. We can open up the back door if you want.
Alright, cheers. Yeah. Oh,
Then when
good.
you wet the deck, a bit of water on the deck, we can bring it to the back. Yeah, we can bring it home. That's
It's pretty big cobes, man. How good's blue marlin fishing? Oh, biggest cobia of Brooksy's life here. Kicked off a tiger shark that someone had, or whether it's broken off a drumline or something. But he's just floating in the middle of the ocean with a buoy and a big rope attached to him, which is pretty heavy. Go, boys. 100% later.
Yeah, it's right. It's right.
Look at this. Steering him. Yeah, boys. He's pretty solid. Oh! You're right, you're right. So, yeah, we're bunch of professional anglers here, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, boys.
Yeah!
That's a stonker. That's the biggest cobia I've ever caught.
Nice. Good one.
Sick. Wow. So this thing and another one the same size are just living on the back of this shark that's attached to the buoy. Somewhere in there, tiny BKK octopus hook. I think, what size is it? Like an 8 or something.
Yeah, even 6.
Little slab of long tail. Bang. Stoked. Many tacos. You can see this is a fuck up from someone who's hooked him. Do you want me to slice and you hold, or? So what we're gonna try and do, I don't know if it's possible, but we'd like to set him free if we can. Because he's dragging this buoy, he's got rope hanging off him. So we're just gonna, I don't know how we're gonna do it, because he's a giant shark, man. Maybe gaff to grab. If we don't do anything here, this shark's gonna die a very miserable, slow death. So I don't know if that's long line or whatever the fuck it is, but just be real careful here, bro. He's gonna fucking hate this, isn't he? He's gonna love it if we can set him free, though.
You might be dragging an anchor as well.
He's huge, man. I think it's wire, eh? Close, 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 close. That rope's super deep.
He's trying to do it.
Yeah, he's trying to go deep now as well.
There it is, there's yanking big water.
It's an anchor, eh?
Yeah.
That's heavy. You know, if we can release this thing, we're catching a big blue marlin. Like karma. Shark karma's a big thing. What a powerful thing, man. Swimming an anchor out off the shelf. Ooh, so close. You're still clear with that angle. Fucking so close, man. Yeah. You're clear, clear. It's angling down there. You're still clear, you got like 1.5 meters, I reckon. Still clear of the back of the boat. Still clear.
What's that break for me?
Yeah. Yeah, you got him, you got him. All good?
Cut it.
Oh, fuck you. Nearly. Yeah, free.
Wait, no gear. Okay, wait, just leave it. Those props are still going to spin. Hang on.
We're clear.
Yeah, straight up and down.
Grab the buoy and we need a detail off it.
Well, I can bring the buoy and the anchor and rope in.
Yep.
Griffith Uni research.
Ah. Okay, go back. Just straight up and down now. You.
Fuck, boys, probably had a fucking tag on it.
Well, it's gonna
die. Fuck them.
100%.
I'm happy for that, man. That thing's gonna survive.
It's on the surface. We could still probably get those floats off it too. Okay. New one.
Talk to me.
Yeah, just stay there. Fucking tough.
Okay.
That is
A doggo.
fucking unbelievable. Like, we had a discussion about this just before we came and like let this thing go. Jay said you might get into trouble for doing this, for touching someone else's stuff, but that thing is 100% dead if we didn't cut it free. It's an anchor attached to a buoy. Like, maybe we're total idiots and don't know, but that thing's gonna die.
It was gonna.
Look at it, man, it's huge. Wow. Are we gonna try and cut these ones off? Is that what you're thinking? Oh, there's the cobes.
Go. Move, boys. Get it done.
You got it? You got it?
Can't reach it.
Yep. Yep.
Get ready.
Cut. Clear.
Okay, now you can cut a little bit more. Yeah.
It's a wide, eh?
Hold tight. Is it a white? Nah, it's a big tiger.
Cut again.
Wow.
No.
Oh, fuck, sorry. Wow, man. Well, that's our good day done, boys, I think.
Let's go marlin fishing.
Can you believe that?
Right, let's go marlin fishing.
Yeah,
Well done, fellas.
really good. Did very well there, big dog.
Got a better chance.
Oh, yeah, but at least he's just towing a little bit of string now. All right, so we're gonna return to marlin fishing, but just while we're on this, Johan Griffith Uni Research, permit number 194795. Jerry, I don't know if you can get a permit to kill a shark like that, can you? Maybe you can, I don't know, but I don't think it's right to let that thing die, so if you want to come try and get me in trouble for doing that, let's go. It says it's a research buoy. We don't know if that is the case or if it's people that just are fucking with sharks, but from my point of view, obviously I've lost thousands of dollars worth of fishing gear and really good fish to sharks, and I don't like sharks eating my fish, taking my shit. I think there possibly is a shark problem with how many there is, but to see an animal getting like tortured like that and dying a slow, miserable death where it's never going to be able to feed and basically dying of starvation, you don't want that shit. 2 weeks down the track, I'm at Griffith University. I'm about to meet with the guys from the research team, and the whole objective of me doing this isn't to create a big drama and shit on what they do, because I think any research has got to be good. So for me, this is about learning about what their goals are with their research, what they do, why they do it, how they do it, and hopefully give my point of view into what I saw as to things that they could maybe do better to avoid this situation happening again. For example, a big chain on the anchor, for one. I just want to encourage you guys to have an open mind about what you saw in the footage as well, because obviously for me, at the time I was pretty pissed off about it, because seeing an animal like that is not nice. Something like this where it's a research setup, they have the best intentions at heart and stuff does go wrong. So that's fishing. It happens in fishing all the time. It happens with all kinds of things. So I encourage you not to go and bag these guys out too heavily. Obviously people make mistakes, stuff goes wrong. We're going to go in, we're going to talk to Johan, who's the head of the shark research thing here, and see what they have to say. So here we are, Griffith University Research Shark Ecology Zone, is that correct?
Yeah, kind of, the Shark Ecology Group.
There we go. And this is the main man behind the whole program, Mr. Johan, I don't know your last name. Gustafsson, there you go. And this guy is the guy responsible for putting the bait out and the shark and the whole thing that you guys have just seen. So like I said 5 minutes ago, we're here not to create a giant shitstorm, which would be the easy thing to do. We're here to learn, find out what the research is about, why these guys do it, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth here, and it's going to be pretty interesting. First thing I want to know after what we've seen and what's happened is, one, what's the purpose of the research?
Well, there was a multifactorial questions that we have when we're up at Fraser. It's a hotspot for sharks. We know that it's a hotspot for sharks. I'm up there regularly. We know that anglers are constantly getting bitten off by sharks when they're trying to do their fishing, whether it's commercial or recreational. So we're trying to answer, one question is, what are the sharks doing in that area? Why is there a huge concentration of sharks in that spot? Which ones are more responsible for taking anglers' catches? And also, what are the sharks doing in general? So we undertake a lot of research just on general behaviour, as well as general biology of sharks and the diversity for a conservation purpose as well.
Say you catch a shark, you've got your shark on your drum line. This is one thing I'm totally clueless about. You bring it in, you've got it to the side of the boat. Is there ever an instance where you kill the shark?
Never happened.
Never.
Once. So the outcome that we need to do, obviously we put a lot of gear on sharks.
Yeah.
We've got satellite tags, we've got biologging tags, acoustic tags. These things are not cheap.
Yeah. So
one satellite tag can range from $4,000 to $12,000 each, plus all the on costs.
Yeah.
Other tags cost up to $20,000 each.
Yeah, right.
And so our goal is to study what these sharks are doing. What are they doing? How their behaviour is going? While in these areas, so we actually need them to survive healthily.
Yeah.
We have strict rules and permits that I have to jump through all the time. I've got tons of fisheries permits, marine park permits, and others from the university as well in order to actually do my work.
Yeah.
So we use drum lines to actually increase our catch effort.
Yeah.
So I can't sit there with two rods off the back of a boat and hopefully I get one.
Yeah.
So we need to spread out effort over an area. So drum lines with single hooks on them, we deploy those out. It's just another fishing apparatus. But due to my regulations and my permits, I need to check those every hour to 2 hours, and I can't leave the area. And overnight we take all the hooks off. So what happens is when we have a shark on, basically to see the buoy bob up and down, we go to the area, see what it is. We bring up the hook line, it just attaches off the buoy. We attach that to the boat, and then we bring up our shark and we put it into a state called tonic immobility, which is where you roll it upside down.
Yeah.
We put a rope around the tail, and then that allows us then to safely go across it, take measurements, biopsy samples, tag it. And at that point too, they are actually quite relaxed.
Yeah.
The water's still going through their gills.
Full tranced up.
Yeah, they're just in, they're just kind of happy Larry in a way. But if they move slightly to the side, say if a wave hits us, they snap back out.
Yeah.
We have to deal with
that
again.
Yeah. Because that's one of the things I was curious about before coming here and speaking to you about this, like, because there's drum lines out the front and there's shark nets and they're government ones, I presume, and they're killing the sharks that they catch. Yeah.
So that's the overall aim of the shark control programs for Australia and in other countries as well, is to minimise the local amount of sharks heading towards the beach, right? So that's what they're kind of trying to do. So if it's a target species, they remove that shark and obviously they kill it.
Yeah.
Ours, in the use of our drum lines, is the complete opposite. We can't do that. And that's not what our focus is. The shark control programs as well, even though they have that culling, that short-term or the long-term culling project, we actually get samples from that as well.
Yeah, right.
So in a way, yes, it's not great, in people's eyes. For that program, it has given us the only source of long-term shark data along this coast of Australia.
Yeah.
Ours, we catch and release straight away.
Yeah. So that's, I think, one of the biggest things I'm sure people that are watching this want to know after seeing the video early on, is that like these guys aren't coming out to do what they do out the front and kill sharks, which, like I said earlier, again, personally, I don't like sharks. I fish. They cost me money. They take my fish. I hate them a lot of the time. It's still a living creature, so you don't want to see them being absolutely bloody slaughtered. One of the interesting things that I found with this was, after speaking with Johan, this bait was placed in like 5 meters of water. We found this shark in 600 meters on the edge of the shelf, and he was still heading out to sea. So that, for one, says that's a very big shark. I don't know how big it was. We didn't actually measure it. I was scared shitless to touch it. It's a pretty impressive animal to be able to tow something that far. I think in a straight line from a roundabout area where I presume the bait was put, it was like 48 nautical miles. So that's a bloody long way to tow an anchor and a float. I guess one of the big points for me was when we pulled up the anchor, there was no chain attached. And I know if I'm anchoring my boat, if I don't have a chain, my boat disappears. So that was one of the big things I wanted to talk to these guys about, see why there wasn't a chain on the anchor. So yeah, that's my big question.
That's also my big question. We deploy all our drum lines and set lines with chains on the anchors. We bought new gear, especially for that trip. So that was a brand new anchor that you would have seen, and there should have been a brand new shiny chain attached to that as well. Yeah. So a few of our other bits of gear, say the other 8 drum lines that we had up there, we had evidence of some tampering that morning. By the time that we finished baiting that line and we've attended to all the rest, our drum line went missing, and it was only in 5 meters of water. Yeah. We searched the entire area around it. 5 meters of water, close to land. We've searched over 2 kilometers in the immediate area within an hour.
And it's flat water in there as well.
It was flat, and generally with these A3 size buoys, they don't go down. You can see them from a kilometer away. You've got good viz, which is what we've been doing with all our marks. That buoy had been in there for over a week and a half. Hasn't moved. We've had strong winds during that time, and all of a sudden I got a phone call from this lovely fella on the Goldie saying that he's found my gear that we had spent 3 days searching for.
Well, actually, one of the first things he said to me on the phone was like, you've just solved the mystery of my last bloody week and a half or something like that. So clearly, like, for these guys, they don't want to lose their gear for one, and like what we've just learned, their whole purpose of doing this stuff is not to kill sharks. They're here to look after them and learn from them and learn stuff about them. So I guess if there is people out there that are like going around and messing with this kind of stuff, and if you're watching this and you do that kind of stuff, it's probably a pretty dumb thing to do, because all you're doing is putting an animal's life at risk, I guess, and you're potentially fucking up the work that these guys do. So I would encourage anyone, if you see this stuff happening, the guys doing their research, whether it's at Fraser Island, wherever it may be around the East Coast, Do you do it the whole of Australia or?
We move around quite a lot throughout Queensland.
Yeah.
We mostly focus a lot in southeast Queensland, but I've been going further north recently.
Yeah. So if you see these guys anywhere doing this stuff, stay clear. You don't want to be going and pulling up a bloody line with a giant shark attached to it anyway, because one, it's not good for you. Two, it's not good for the shark.
We were pretty devastated to hear that it actually got dragged that far away from where we actually deployed them, and there was still an animal attached to it. So we're going to have to, and we have, revised all of our procedures, that we have to double check all our gear every single day. We just can't assume that everything is just going to work out fine, or nothing's been tampered with, or you know things go wrong in fishing.
Yeah.
That always happens, and it always happens the longer that you're doing it.
Yeah, that's the bottom line, I think, is like, you never know what's going to happen. And this thing obviously is quite like sharks, the whole shark drumline, shark net thing is such a hectic issue, and people go to war about it. So it is a really important subject, I think, and it's good to know that this stuff is happening for the good of them, as well as other shit going on for the bad of sharks as well. So fishing is fishing. Shit goes wrong, that's the bottom line here, I think.
It is.
All these guys can do is do their work, and hopefully we don't have to find another one. While it was cool to see and cool to catch a cobia off a shark like that, hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Well, I guess, like, if anybody does see another bit of lost gear that has an animal attached to it, call fisheries hotline. If there's a permit number on the buoy, mention that number, and if it's one of our gear, I hope not, it should not happen again, that they can get in contact with the owner of that gear and help out that animal, get a rescue up and going.
Yep, too easy. Well, that'll probably just about do us here, I reckon. Cool to get an insight from these guys, and thanks heaps for letting us come in and have your say as well, because like I said to you, when I first called you, I was pretty pissed because I didn't know the whole situation, I didn't know what was going on, and it's cool to get that insight into what these guys do. And for me personally, I find it super interesting, like everything that you guys are doing, from chatting to you just here today. Like I'd love to see more of it and see what goes on, and all this tagging stuff. It might be a cool idea to one day come out with you and put a tag on a shark and we can follow it around.
Oh, mate, that sounds great to me as well.
Too easy, mate.
And thanks very much, man, for finding and solving our mystery of the lost drumline.
No worries, mate.